Whatever the world throws at you, take it on.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song.
Be unstoppable. The all-new 2015 Ford Edge.
And welcome into the Tarleton Sports Network, presented by the North Texas Ford dealers, as we get you ready for game number 7 of the 2015 season between Tarleton State and Oklahoma Panhandle State. I'm Casey Hogan, alongside 6-year head coach Cary Fowler. Coach, you have the Aggies coming in. Oklahoma Panhandle State, they were 7-3 a year ago, 4-2 this year. What can you tell us about Coach Gaskamp's program?
You know, they're playing really well on defense. They got a lot of sacks. They can put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and they'll get after you in a lot of different coverages. So we got to be able to protect the quarterback offensively. You know, defensively they got two really good backs, two quarterbacks that play that are good players that are able to run with the football, and they've done a good job of throwing it. You really worry about the things they can do with their feet in a pass play, and then and they got really good receivers there, and they're solid in the special teams in the return game. You know, we've got to be. You can't make any mistakes in the run game.
Yeah, you look at that special teams play, they're averaging 32 yards per kick return.
Wow.
That's first in the nation. Obviously, that's in the scouting report this week.
That's in the scouting report. And both of those kids, you know, if you kick it right or left, I mean, both of those kids have done a great job. And sometimes they've made things, when you know it's a great returner when they make something in case when it's nothing there. Yeah. And that's what both of those kids have been able to do.
Coach Gaskamp's offense, you talked about the personnels, the two quarterbacks, the big running back. 42 points per game, Coach. That is 14th in the nation. Pretty dynamic unit.
They are, and in Casey, like I said, they got good receivers. But their offensive line is playing well. You can tell that Russell coaches those guys. They got a lot of different blocking schemes. Probably the most complicated blocking schemes that we'll face. You know, we're watching that is the linebackers all week. Then I go watching it with the DBs. We got to fit right. Because they use what you do against you. You know, if you get up the field, they'll let a guy come inside and the quarterback will run. So we've got to be sensitive. It's almost like playing option, but it's but it's wide open. Very similar, Casey, to what you'll see in Angelo.
And you look at this Oklahoma Panhandle team. This is a non-conference game, but you could play them in either Week 9 or Week 10, and they'll be playing in your conference next year. So it's at least good to see this team early. It's
good to see them, and they're a young football team too, and it's good to get those guys in this league. You know, bringing in 2 teams next year, it's going to be huge for our conference, and we've been worried about that since 2011, and getting our conference back. I'm just so glad that they're coming back in the conference. And you got a Texas guy up there with Russell that's going to recruit, and it gives Texas kids even more schools to play, and it's going to help his recruiting too, because there's a lot of kids in this area that's on his roster that will be at the game. Families will be here Saturday.
Everybody wants to talk about the weather, Coach. We're in the middle of a severe drought here in Central Texas, and the weather on Saturday, last time I checked, 80% chance of thunder showers, heavy rain, about 80 degrees. This is kind of old school smash mouth football.
Yeah, it is, and it is what football is about. You know, the only thing is it's not going to be any mud. I know the quarterbacks are glad that there's a turf out there, but it's going to be who can hold their footing. You know, you're going to have to be able to run the ball and be able to stop the run, the team that wins, because a heavy wet ball, that's especially late in the game. You know, you'll see the passing early in the first quarter. In the third quarter, and it's who's going to be able to hold on to the run game.
Maybe do a rain dance for us after the win.
Yeah, we'll do a rain dance. We can't complain about the drought we've been. You can't complain about the rain. We're excited to have it no matter when it comes.
That's head coach Cary Fowler. I'm Casey Hogan. It's the Tarleton Texans and the Oklahoma Panhandle State Aggies at 7 o'clock on Saturday from Memorial Stadium in Stephenville. Make sure you get out to Texan Alley early. If you can't make it to the game, you can listen here on the Tarleton Sports Network, our flagship station, 90.5 FM, and tarletonsports.com/listen live with the pregame show beginning at 6:30.